This song's gonna get stuck inside you. This song's gonna get. Oh, sorry. Gotta start the review. I was just singing a really catchy song. Hello, everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just got back from seeing Lego Movie 2. And 5 years ago, the Lego Movie proved you can even turn a shameless marketing tool into an amazing film, especially if you have the right directors, right actors, and right writers. So, with the sequel made 5 years later, does it manage to capture the same creative spark that the original had? Does it manage to impress us the same way the original did? Well, it may repeat a lot of things from the original, but it still makes a thoroughly entertaining sequel that I really loved. Well, let's get to the story, shall we? This movie actually starts directly after the first film ends, which I always love sequels that do that. It's like if you could watch them both, you'd have a really long movie just by combining these two together. That takes a strange turn halfway through. Anyways, Emmett has to deal with a new enemy, Lego Duplo invaders, who are led by General Mayhem and King and Queen whoever I want to be. Yes, that's actually their names. General Mayhem takes away all of Emmett's friends, and he has to go to the Sistar system in order to save them, along with a new friend named Rex, who's also played by Chris Pratt. So, and that's all I'll say about the film without spoiling anything. What did I like about this film? Well, all the strengths that are with the original Lego film are definitely in this one. The animation looks even better than ever, with even more thrilling action scenes, tons of musical numbers, and generally there's a lot of movement in pretty much everything to make sure you're always entertained. It's a complete rush throughout the entire thing. Almost like it never wants the audience to be bored at all, except in the moments where it has to fit in emotional moments. And even then, the movie makes use of a lot of different art styles throughout. There's of course the CGI Lego bits, but much like the first movie, there's a bunch of different art styles to let you know that the animation is always changing. It's always doing something creative, which is what Lego's all about. Not only that, but the writing happens to fit right in tune with the first film. It can be childish when it needs to be, it can be serious when it needs to be, it can be funny as heck when it needs to be. There was not one moment in this movie where I wasn't either invested, laughing, trying not to sing along to the various songs, or doing all three at the same time. Now, it is true that it does go over some of the that it has a similar plot structure to the first film, to the point where you might know when the emotional moments will happen, you know when certain songs will happen. Heck, it even repeats Everything is Awesome, albeit using different versions of it. But then again, Everything is Awesome is a great song, and there are plenty of new songs that are sure to get stuck inside your head, to the point where one is literally called This Song's Gonna Get Stuck Inside Your Head. Yes, the meta humor in this movie is very, very good, whether it's obvious or whether it's subtle. As there's jokes in the background, there's jokes in the foreground, there's jokes in dialogue, there's jokes in design. Heck, Queen Whoever I Wanna Be is particularly interesting, considering she can turn into any form that she wants, and that leads to a lot of creative animation and creative jokes. Now, it is true that some jokes can be a hit or a miss, but the hits hit way more often than the misses, and for every bad joke, there's 4 or 5 that are good. Plus, much like the original film, it does have a lot of heart to it, but I won't go into too much of that without spoiling anything. But let's just say this film isn't all fun and games. It does manage to be serious and teach the audience something while they're at it, proving that even a totally insane, crazy, colorful movie like this, much like the Hotel Transylvania films and much like the first Lego movie, can still leave the audience with something worthwhile at the end. And that's what I love about the Lego films. So far, they've managed to take an idea that you'd think would never work, and they managed to make it work. It embraces the fact that it's a product of our imaginations and the product of commercials and all these things. It manages to somehow not only embrace that, but make a great story with awesome characters, mixing in the ones created from this film to characters we've known for years and years, and manages to turn them into a huge film that can be enjoyed by both kids and adults. And that's why I'm going to give The Lego Movie 2 an 8.5 out of 10. See you next time.